One of the things we've been talking about this week is Kanye West's new song, Hail Hitler. Me and Dave have been speaking about it a lot offline. I made some posts about it this week because the question that I am posing and that I'd love for us to ponder if time permits is, what do we want from culture anymore? Where is our culture currently residing? And let me try to sketch out the territory under which I'd like to have this conversation. I think all of us know now that whether it's in news analysis or perhaps in movies and cultural artifacts like music, there is a kind of ongoing homogeneity and banality in the culture. Who are the controversial artists of our time? What do we want from culture? Someone like Kanye West, a hip hop artist, and hip hop is a musical genre that, in a rudimentary way, has always been made up of taking artifacts, whether that's licks or beats or riffs, and creating new content with it, using existing pieces of art to create new pieces of art. And my position on Kanye West's Hail Hitler, even though Kanye West has elsewhere talked about Judaism and the influence of Jewish people in the music industry in ways that certainly align with what you might call conspiracy theories and anti-Semitic tropes. What else? What do we want from artists at this point? What would a 21st century Andy Warhol look like? What would a 21st century D.H. Lawrence or Robert Mapplethorpe look like? What is it to be censored in this day and age?
There's a difference between being canceled unjustly and losing your job and everything else, and also choosing to destroy your career.
Correct.
Now, he still
good
has
point,
a career,
Dave.
but he has made specific choices, and he has to live with the consequences of those choices. Now, he can put that song up. That's fine. He can say Heil Hitler. He can say the N-word. He can say whatever he wants. I do have to pause for just a second because you guys are going to find this hilarious. You might notice that I've been drinking this pink drink here. And why would Dave be drinking a pink drink? It looks like a regular water bottle. Well, I worked out this morning. I put a little creatine in it. And if the people were to bust into my room right now, look at this. Look at this. You see the white powder?
It's not looking good.
It does look like that. Because I carry it around with me.
I knew it.
You know what's funny? Every time I'm in a hotel room, when I bring these little creatine things, I do it, usually over the desk. It ends up being powder there. And I'm always like, all these cleaning ladies must think I'm on cocaine. But okay, anyway, as for Kanye, look, and Russell and I did discuss this a bit off air this week. Look, he has every right to say whatever he wants. And as long as it's so, look, the hate speech thing, I mean, my opinion on hate speech is the Supreme Court's opinion on it, which is there's no such thing as hate speech in a legal sense. You can say whatever you want. We have specific things around direct calls to violence and libel and slander. That's it. But I would say, Russell, to your real point, like, where do these people fit into the culture? What should we be thinking of them and everything else? I mean, what I would love, and I think this is to Sage's point as well, is like, give me great art. How about that? I would love, I kid you not, I would love if the next time I opened up Spotify, there were 10 great new songs that just rocked me, that I was like, man, these are all bangers. But I don't remember the last time that happened.
What happened to the Beatles?
Personally, I don't want to open up Spotify and hear Heil Hitler, right? But it can be there if as long as it works with the Spotify TOS. But like, I listen to the same music that you guys know, I interviewed 91-year-old Frankie Valli a month ago. Like, that was amazing to me because the guy's got a catalog of 50 songs that are awesome. I love Frank Sinatra. I love, like, there's so many, but when it was about the art. So whether it's music or painting or whatever, I want artists to be about art. Now, you can push the limits, but you might also understand that something's going to hit back on you. And just one last thing real quick. The other part of this is all these people online are saying, oh, he has every right to do it and blah, 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 Heil Hitler, while they're afraid to say the N-word, right? Because he says the N-word in the song, but they're afraid to say the N-word. Now, I'm not saying you should say it or that it's a good word or anything else, but that shows you a little discrepancy there. And I also think if there was a white rapper that was singing about how great the slave owners were, that somehow these people would not be telling you what a great song this is.
Yeah.
But again, we all have these inconsistencies.
No, I am so glad you said that. And I will say this, quite often, I would say 99% of the time, the controversial lyrics are coming from which group, which type of music. It is rap music. Country music, you don't have that. So I'm just saying that, yes, that make it about race. I don't care. I think it's a discussion for another time, but that is almost always where it comes from.